Alright, welcome to the Play Properly channel. And we got here Dice Throne again. Season 2 again. So for this time we got Tactician versus the Huntress. So actually this time I opened a game. I've actually now played that other one I opened up there with the Gunslinger and the Samurai. And I actually liked the game enough. I decided to pick up another one because just having two characters is just kind of a little bit tiring of using the same ones over and over again. So I kind of wanted to expand. So I picked up the Tactician and the Huntress. I figured these are two are going to be interesting to play. So, yeah. So at least I know a little bit more about this game than the last time I opened up when I was just just didn't know anything about it. So I kind of know a little bit more what to expect. So we got the Tactician here first. Pull it out here, and then we're gonna got counters. We got the usual advertisements for the miniatures and other expansions and stuff like that. I was checking out some of their stuff on their page. I think they were sold out of a lot of stuff in my area, but of course there's always supply chain issues nowadays. And we got the Huntress right there. Alright, which one do I feel like looking at? I guess we'll do the Tactician just because he was on top. Let's take a look. Actually, let's just take a look at that artwork in the back first. There you go, for a little flavor. So there's his board there, and on his starting abilities, he's got higher ground as his main. This is kind of like a game. It's kind of like taking kind of Yahtzee and making kind of a card game out of it. Kind of, I guess is maybe the easiest way to say about it. So kind of when you get Yahtzee, you get his main thing there, the higher ground. So it's going to be kind of interesting to kind of use him. While I survey, I command. So let's take a look at his card here. So he's got Tactical Advantage, which is like, oh, you get a stack limit of 5. That's quite big. Oh, you can spend them at any time for a variety effects. So it gives you, a lot of, yeah, I can understand why this will be tactical. Constrict, negative status effect. Targeted, negative status effect. And protect, positive status effect. So you got a little bit of protection from damage. Then the attacker increases their damage by 2. Spend 1 or lose. Okay, so I'm forcing them to spend 1 or lose a 1 roll attempt. Okay. Interesting. Complexity, he's a 5 complexity. I can kind of see that. You get their dial. The health meter. The cards. I won't go through the cards this time. I mean, I don't know if I want to if we're going to kind of do characters like in depth, I'll do like an in-depth one. But right now, this is just kind of more of an opening video. So you get sabers, you get the flag, and you get the medal. So for the dice there. And already very, very interesting. I'm excited to try that soon. Maybe even tonight. Then we got the Huntress. I think this one, I don't know, I was guessing would have like I heard about they might have like extra characters along with the characters. So this one here, I'm hoping is going to have her tiger with her. You got, looks like a Jungle Fury is her kind of Yahtzee kind of thing there. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, let's check a look at the other side. Don't want to be, there's kind of the picture there. That light's going to bother me. I gotta get better lighting system. That's one thing I gotta spend money on, is a better lighting for my channel. It's one thing that's always bugged me. We got so we got a companion here. So this is what we're talking about here. Maximum of 7 health. So you may choose to pass the full amount of damage to instead. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Then you got bond, positive status effect. Shoot damage received between Huntress and area. Bleed. Okay, so you can make somebody bleed, I guess, is what it is here. So we got Spear, Claw, Bonded Soul, and Sabertooth. So that's kind of interesting. There's a little bit different kind of dice there, because usually it was kind of like 3, 2, and like different. Like usually 1 to 2 to 3 was the same, 4 to 5 was usually the same, and 6 was different. So this is kind of interesting that way. Then we got a special hero set up in this one. Begin the game with Nara's health dial active, side face up of her health set to 5. So there must be a way to kind of heal. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So that's going to be... Oh, again, we should look at everything in here. I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself. So that's the Nira active. I'm guessing, I hope I'm pronouncing it wrong. Right? Or wrong. I'm a little bit tired. This is, of course, your combat points. And then the health dial. The cards. Again, if I do an in-depth, I'll also talk strategy too, but I got to play this game a little bit more before I do it. I don't like to kind of go off other people's, because I like to do things differently sometimes, and sometimes I just play a little bit differently than other people do, right? So I might have other strategies that maybe somebody else might not have. But yeah, so this is the Huntress. And I think I'm going to leave the video at this for the time being, but this kind of gives you an idea of what comes with it. Again, you got 2 characters. Eventually I might want to try get one of these kind of like, you got like a combat kind of thing where you just got all the characters in it. I'd like to try that one time. But anyway, so this is the Play Properly channel. And yeah, remember to play properly.